How is this safer for fleets and teams?
Sure. So when we talk about the safety issue, well, let's first enumerate there's three safety related topics that we've picked up from talking with our customers. One is the obvious one, the texting and driving, distracted driving risk. Another is waking drivers while they're resting or sleeping. And finally, there's a sub bullet to understand when texting and driving may be happening more from a reporting perspective. So let's go back to the first one. Okay, so we're going to get into ELD integration here being an opportunity. But yeah, when texting a driver today, if you're using Google Voice or these generic products, you're just hoping and wishing that you're texting them and they won't check their phone while they're driving. You're hoping and wishing. That's the plan. If you have an ELD governor, well, you can set rules that say, if the truck is rolling while I'm trying to send this message, to hold on to it, queue it up, deliver it when it's safe. Well, when it's safe, you might ask? Well, to be honest, we need to work with more safety leaders to say, is it when the truck is stopped, for how long, in park, engine off? As far as I can tell, it seems to be up for debate. But we'll work with the safety leader on whatever standard they feel, because the ELD will provide us that context regardless. So yeah, this mitigates risk by not needlessly texting drivers while they're rolling. And we could even have a fast lane and a slow lane. For urgent, it could go straight through. For non-urgent, it could just reach them when they're parked. And at least it can greatly reduce the amount of distractions they're receiving while they're moving.
Right. And obviously you still want drivers to pull over when they get something, a message, and they're figuring to read it. But if there's one that's non-urgent and it's a certain sound, I'm assuming, and they go, I don't have to stop. That's non-urgent. If there's an urgent one, you go, okay, now I got to pull over and maybe even make a phone call. That's what we want.
Yeah, and the similar rules apply for the. I hear that the one amateur dispatcher will text a driver when they're in sleep mode or rest mode, and sometimes if the driver has the notifications on, I can wake them up. And well, if you're waking up a driver when they should be sleeping, you're getting into dicey territory, aren't you, from a safety perspective? Or you're giving them reasons to say, hey, I didn't get a proper sleep last night. Y'all were texting me all night. So we can set up warnings to dispatch to say, hey, based on the ELD, it looks like I don't know if they're literally sleeping, right? But it looks like they're in rest mode. It looks like they're in sleep mode. Are you sure you want to send this? Or can we just queue it up and deliver it when they're back on duty? These are ways, again, there's no such thing as a silver bullet, but there are ways to mitigate the risk from a safety perspective.